What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This one's from 88 Films, and it is Grizzly. So first of all, let me just say this. If you're a fan, even casually, of when animals attack movies, nature gone amok movies, just go get this movie. This movie is amazing. It is so much fun. It's so ridiculous. Long story short, you want Grizzly in your collection. For the rest of you, Grizzly is a movie with a very simple premise. There's a national park. It should be a place of serenity and beauty, and instead people are having their limbs lopped off and their heads smashed by the gigantic maw of the grizzly as this bear just runs wild all over the mountainside. He's terrorizing people. There's a nature expert played by Richard Jekyll here, and you also have Christopher George, who's playing a ranger. They're working together to try to get something real done, to warn people, to evacuate, to shut down for a while. And Joe Dorsey, who is absolutely nuts in this movie, plays the park supervisor who will have none of it. He's not going to lose the profits and not going to take the bad PR. Instead, he's going to solve the problem by doing what everybody knows you should do, which is bring in a bunch of drunk rednecks. That's his solution to the problem. And the rest of the movie is just what happens as all of these forces converge, trying to stop this, grizzly rampage in this national park. This movie is awesome. This movie is so much fun. It's from William Girdler, the same filmmaker who brought us the amazing Day of the Animals. And while Grizzly is not quite as nuts as that movie, it is a lot of fun. You've got a crazy cast. It's got Christopher George, Richard Jekyll, Andrew Prine, Joan McCall, Joe Dorsey. I love Joe Dorsey in this. I think he's very underrated in this movie. He's so much fun to watch. So it's got a really cool cast. And here's the thing. In a movie like this, you know that there's not going to be constant bear attacks. So the movie overall quality of the movie comes down to how much fun are the scenes that don't involve the bear. And in this case, they're a lot of fun. These guys, while they play it kind of straight and sincere, which makes things even more ridiculous, it's just kind of like a dialed up version of these characters. And I think it's a lot of fun. I absolutely love the banter between Christopher George and Joe Dorsey in this. I think it's some of the best scenes in the movie. But while there's not constant bear attacks, there are a lot of bear attacks. And this is not one of those movies where they hide the monster and you get to see it here and there. It blends together footage of a real grizzly bear that's used pretty effectively, I think, and then just these really fake-looking bear arms and stuff for the attacks. But the attacks are really cool. They're super bloody. They've got limbs being chopped off. The bear attacks a child with graphically violent results that you probably would not see in a mainstream movie. And this is PG, by the way, which makes it even better. One of my favorite parts of this movie, and probably the most ridiculous scene, is that the grizzly bear punches the head completely off of a horse in one punch. It's amazing. It's mind-blowing. It's fantastic. I don't know what else you could want from a movie than a grizzly bear punching the head off of a horse. That's awesome. So you got blood, you've got colorful performances, you got a good pace. This is not one of those cult movies where you have a few, kind of fun scenes and then it's kind of filler. That's not the case here. I think this one is good from start to finish. It's just non-stop B-movie fun here. The Blu-ray from 88 Films. The transfer on it looks good. It has a pretty good amount of detail in it. This movie's been kind of problematic on home video, at least from the versions that I've seen. And while it's certainly not perfect and it does seem to have some like kind of a processed look to it, it's definitely on par with the other HD version of this movie that I've seen from companies who shall not be named in this 88 Films review. But anyway, I think it definitely holds up. It's a solid looking transfer. As far as extras, you got a theatrical trailer. You've got a limited edition. A version comes with the slipcover and then an insert booklet with some notes. So it's not a completely stacked disc, but the movie is so good it doesn't matter. Now I'm having trouble getting it back in. There we go. Sorry. Anyway, the movie is so good it more than makes up for it. And honestly, the price on it is pretty, reasonable as well. So it's not like they're asking crazy prices and not delivering a bunch of extras. The movie looks good, which is the real point. If you want the slipcover and the liner notes, make sure you get it while the limited edition is still available. But overall, I think it's a good value on the disc, and the movie itself is fantastic. This is God-tier stuff. If you like cult movies, when animals attack movies, bizarre horror movies, or just weird movies in general, Grizzly is one you gotta have in your collection. It is so much fun. It's just a great movie. That's my review of Grizzly. You can check out my full write-up at markfusion.com, as well as my review for Day of the Animals, which I also hold near and dear to my heart. That's by some of the same people that made Grizzly. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at Mark Fusion if you want to see what I'm doing there. You can also follow me on Letterboxd at Mark Fusion. I diary what I'm watching there. You can see what might be coming up here. But like I always say, the best way to help me out is just to hit that sub button. It's free, easy, direct way to support me. Let me know that you guys are liking these videos, and I'll keep making them and try to find more and more strange things to share with you through here. So also watching old videos is a huge help as well. It might not seem like it, but it really, really is. There's a ton of crazy when animals attack movies, cult movies, B movies, including Day of the Animals. So watching those is a huge, huge help. So thank you so much for watching this video, Grizzly, from good old 88 Films. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.